Alright guys, what's up? So oh man. I mentioned earlier, right, Facebook and I was gonna start a podcast. So real quick, right? One, I like talking, obviously. I talk a lot. A lot of my videos is just me talking. And that's apparently most of the people that are here enjoy that shit too. Right? So something I've thought about doing for a long time, and something that people have mentioned from time to time, is podcasting, right? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'd be down for a podcast, because that would give me an excuse to talk and make videos, and I like doing both of those. Because coming up with card topics, specific and shit, especially just for one brand, essentially, right, isn't the easiest thing in the world, right? Now, I'm not saying that that's going to just run out and dry out. I mean, fuck, I always have more stuff to talk about. And, of course, I like, commenting on things that are happening in the community, too. Four Piston gives me a lot of content, and with the shit they're doing. And, and then recently, like, with Boosted Boys and Humble Performance, that's great. So, I'll comment on shit like that still. So, there's that. But, what can I do that can make this somewhat, uploading a more regular thing? Podcasting, right? Because it's like, well, who would I do it with? How would I do it? What the fuck would we talk about? Shit like that, right? I like talking, but I generally have something as an idea what I'm going to do, so it makes things a little easier for me when I go to start, right? And then I started thinking about my history video, the one that I did a long time ago, because people always ask, like, how did you start this? Where just about me. So I did like an hour and change long video about when I got into the car scene and up until that point where I made it. And I always thought, well, I could always go back and add to that as time goes by. But I really thinking about it, like, there's nothing really I can add there, because anything that would be relevant to add, you guys see on a when it happens, because anything that's relevant to the car life for me, of course I'm talking about it here already, so what's the point? But people seem to also enjoy that video and that have taken the time to watch it. And I like talking about it, so I figured I could give that a try. Like, I could podcast about people, how they got into the car scene, about their builds or whatnot, stuff like that. And then I realized, well, fuck, I have a plethora of people that I could go to immediately, like, off the top of my head, without even thinking hard, without even like looking through my friends list. I know like 5 people that I could do that are local right now, and, that I could do podcasts with. Okay, so just off the top of the head, Blake, Marvin, Shane, and Jonathan, and Rohan, Donovan, right? That's 6. That's 6 people right there without even me really putting too much effort into the thought. These are all Honda guys that I know that I've met over time, and, that I could sit down and talk with, and we could do shit, And I figure the benchmark would be a minimum of a 30-minute podcast type deal, just to go off to start with. But I think that this could easily trip into something being a lot bigger. And to take a page out of Joe Rogan's book, it's like we sit down, we have something we're going to talk about, general topic, but then we go from there. It doesn't have to stay specifically on point. We can just talk, right? Talk about different things, talk about what the goals for the future are and all that kind of shit. I figure it'd be a way to give the car community more of a shout out, and just different people's stories and where they're at now, where they're going, and also give a way to expose some people that are doing some cool shit. And I guess what I would like to eventually do is get to the bigger guys that are local. Like eventually someday be able to get Eddie from Genesis, to get him on, and to get Alex, somebody I've mentioned several times, somebody I've featured way back in the early days. I'm still trying to, get access to that all-wheel drive car that he has, that he's building. So I would like to do this, start it off, see how it goes. I don't expect a huge reception at first, nothing ever does. Everything grows with time, but I wouldn't give up on it. I think this is something I potentially really enjoy and would like to get to. So if you heard your name and I haven't hit you up yet, then definitely get at me, because I want to set this up. I do have in mind a person I want to have as the first go, and I'm just waiting to hear back from him to see what's up before I spoil it and let you guys know who the fuck it's going to be. But I think it's a very appropriate person to have on as the first time thing. My only thing is, you know, I don't have a lot of space in here, and my normal film studio is in front of my fucking computer, and I don't have any microphones or anything like that, and I'm filming off my phone, so that I guess would be like a small hurdle to try and overcome. But I might do some test filming that I won't release to public with my wife later on to see just exactly how close I need to be to the camera to be able to have things in frame, but still be able to talk and be heard properly. So that's some things to get over with. But if you're seeing this and you are local and you want to get in on this, something to do, like definitely hit me up. Like I said, this doesn't have to be anybody specific or in particular. You just have to be a car guy, somebody who's doing something in the car scene, and I'm willing to sit down and talk. And I guess right now my free time is now it was Saturday afternoon and early night, and then Sunday and Monday. So I guess the thing would be getting logistics set up. But this is definitely something I'm 100% going forward with. I figure after the first one is knocked out, then the rest of them will start coming easier. I guess it just depends on logistics. You know, filming this kind of content doesn't rely on just me. It also relies on other people showing up. So I have to figure that out. You know, I have to see how many people that I can think of that I know that would be willing and have the time to come and sit down. And hopefully this turns into something that I can do for a long time, or hopefully forever to come, and so it grows into something bigger. So yeah, like I said, guys, if you're local, if you're thinking about something that you would be interested in doing something like this, then hit me up and I'll talk to you and we'll work out the time and all that stuff. All right, guys. Thanks for watching again, and peace.